Hey, what's up everybody? This is Evan Carthy from evancarthy.com, and today we are going to take a look at the General Electric stock. I've done two posts about them over the past year and a half or so, but we're going to take a look at it using a couple new setups I've been using very well for it and just see what it holds for it in stock. Alright, so the first setup right here, this is the 8.236% long trade. Let me zoom in a little bit over here. So what we have with this, you have pivot point right here, price come up, hit the 76.4% line, and then what we're looking for is first price to hit the 8.236, which is the negative 0.236 right here. So hit that, so that sets up the trade right there for it. And I'm not sure if it's going to go down and hit the next level. Yes, it still could hit the next level down here. So right now where price is for it, it's this red box up here, the top of it, that's the current exit for it, and that's going to be around 22.35ish. I always do my exit a little bit lower from it. So where price currently is right now at 9.36, the exit I have right here is going to be about 20, let's see, that's 22.58, so about 22.50, something like that around there for it. And but if price does come down all the way and hit the next level for this trade, which is the negative 21.236 Fibonacci extension level at 39 cents, then your exit move just below the negative 7.236, so around say about 18.50, something like that for it right there. So even if you get in right here at 9.36 where price currently is as of today, then you know, obviously this is what I consider a free trade. No matter if you get anywhere under about $18.50, that's going to be your final exit when you get out of it, assuming this stock doesn't go bankrupt, because that's always the big concern with stocks right there, especially ones that have to make like a big recovery. GE is definitely that, even though they're a huge, massive company for it. They made a lot of bad mistakes over the past couple of years. Probably the biggest one, one of the biggest ones being Baker Hughes, that purchase. But they just announced yesterday that they are going to start selling their shares. They won't be majority owner in Baker Hughes anymore, so that's a good first step to starting to turn this around for it. So one other thing I want to point out for this trade setup right here is you see this blue line right here. This is the upper trend line for this move right here. I didn't put the lower one on. I mean, I can show what it looks like right here. There's the lower one right there. Don't really need it because I don't trade off of it. Because what I use for the upper one when you're looking for it to break out is I'm looking for price to break out of it. And then what I usually do, what I usually wait for is I usually wait for when price breaks out of it. Let's see, it goes and breaks, say it breaks out right there, it goes up some. I usually wait for a retracement back to it, because what I find a lot of times is price will come back, hit the other side of the trend line and use it as support before it finally goes and makes its move up. Now that's just a kind of rough drawing for it, but you get the general idea of what it does. It seems like, now it doesn't happen every time. It could just break out and just keep on going up here. Sure, that does happen, but what I like to do is wait for the breakout and then wait for the retracement back to somewhere close by the line. Sometimes it hits it, sometimes it's close and hits it, sometimes it never comes back and hits it. But a lot of the times it does come back in close, and you can probably get in, you know, at least at worst, where price originally broke out of the trend line right there before it eventually starts moving up. So that's just one of the things to look for it. And so before this move happens, I'm really not expecting a whole lot to go on until this trend line breaks. So currently with prices in September right here, 9.36. If it stays in between, you know, around the $7, $6.50 area and the upper where it's been around $11 or so right here, you're looking at anywhere between about November of this year all the way down to, go all the way down here, you know, May or June of next year right there before price breaks out this trend line right here. Now, could the move start before it breaks out trend line? Oh yeah, of course, definitely could. But this is just one thing that I'm really not expecting a whole lot to happen for this stock to move to really anything to happen until this trend line breaks. So at minimum, probably the earliest you got is probably around, you know, November this year, and then probably sometime, assuming it doesn't go below, you know, this previous slowdown here of around 632, 650. You got around June of 2020 before, you know, I see any type of move taking place in the stock. So you got got at minimum about 2 to 3 months, all the way to about I don't know, 9 or 10 months or so, at least June of 2020 of next year for this setup for something to happen for it. So let me take off this Fibonacci extension move right here, and then there's one other setup I want to show you right here. This is the 76.4% long setup, using that pivot point low down there, this pivot point high right here. You can see how price came, hit the 76.4 level, hit the 123.6 Fibonacci extension level, so that solidified it right there. And then what you do after that happens, then you just move your Fibonacci retracement level up to the top until price comes down and hits at 76.4, which is right there. So that sets off the trade for that. So currently it's the blue box for it right there. What the exit we're looking for is just below the purple line, which is 76.4% line right there. So, you know, a good level, probably about $20.60 for it right there. And I believe that will be the final, yeah, because the next level all the way down here, the 2.618, it's in negative territory, so obviously that you're not going to be able to get in there. So, I mean, assuming Baker Hughes doesn't go bankrupt, then that's another target that we're looking for right up here. From that trade around 2060-ish, you can go down to 2050. I usually like using rounder numbers, 2050-ish, $20.50. So both these trades, you see the upper red one up here about 22.50 to get out of it, and this one you got over here about 20.50. So I mean, if Baker Hughes don't go to, if GE doesn't go to business right here, General Electric, you know, the GE stock forecast right here, if you don't go out of business, this provides some really good returns for it right there. It's in about $9.36. So this is a stock I am looking at starting to nibble on, getting into it, and then, but I just don't know. I've been burned by this stuff before, you know, stocks in recovery and things like that. Obviously, I don't think GE is going out of business, because obviously GE is way bigger than any of these other stocks that I've tried to do this before, but these are also with different setups than these two here, and these two are my favorite setups, and these are ones I'm trading about 98% of the time, the 76.4 and the 8.236. It's pretty much all I'm trading right now. So I do like it. I think I am going to wait a little bit longer, because when it gets closer to this trend line break right here, I'm hoping price does retrace back some, so I get in at an even better price. And even if I don't, I'm not getting 100% right here. Like, say I have, just use a round number. Say I'm going to invest $1,000 in this. I'm going to trade $1,000. I would probably, you know, start off right here around like $250, and then if it just takes off and goes up, hey, cool, no, not a problem at all. You know, maybe whatever gain that is out of it. But then if it starts going lower, say it goes down, say I get in about $9.30, it goes down to $8. I'll get in another $100. Goes down to $7, another 100, $6.50, another 100, so on and so on. So the further it goes down, you know, I'm just keep on adding to my position and getting in at better prices so for when it does break back up. Then you know, the profits be a whole lot better. So yeah, so this is something I'm looking at as more of a long-term play. This is definitely not something, because this chart right here is going to be the daily chart, so it's definitely not something that's going to happen today or tomorrow. So you know, you're looking at probably definitely a multi-year thing right here. So this is a longer term time frame for this trade. But you know, assuming GE can get this thing turned around, it stands to make some very, very nice profits from it. So anyways, hope that helped. Good luck out there, and talk to you later. Bye.